Fires of Devotion. First off, what a goddamn card name. Second of all, I'm scared. Right. No amount of disguise can hide the moment we fell in love. Okay, well that's very cutesy. I feel like he's about to go mischievous very, very quickly. Dear. Right. Is this going to make me a Raph main? Probably not, but is this going to make Rafayel my second main? Probably yes. We'll find out. Okay. The vessel exits the navigation tunnel and lands on the planet where the Empire's foundation of faith, the Sanitide Court, is located. Following the path the court members serves as a guide, my attendants and I walk around the tallest chapel on the planet.
Your Majesty, please sit on the Sanctus bench.
What if I don't wanna? It's located on the right side of the building. Stained glass windows reflect golden morning light and cast magnificent colours across the area. Faint murmurs drift around the room. People who have already filled the observation seats converse in hushed tones. Following their gazes and conversations, I also look toward the gallows in the centre of the chapel. Bound to it, the previous monarch of the Cosmic Empire, Lysander, he is nothing more than a criminal now. A sinner. I didn't realise we had Hasbin Hotel in this. The sound of footsteps echoes against the stone floor and the conversations around us immediately cease as members of the Sanitide Court rise in unison. Whew, it's him. Rafayel is here.
Your quintessence.
Come on, show him to me. Can I just say, right, before I go any further, I want to talk about the outfit. Okay? Right. For the outfit is sculpting the nips. Look at it. By the way, what I wanted to ask, and it was already asked, I'm sorry about it. No, that's fine. Will you play the new story on Steam or stream or upload it? I am already recording it. I've already got the first part of the story recorded. I just need to edit it. Along with about 20 other video projects I've started working on and have not been sat down to edit because I've been working overtime to accommodate for the time off I have coming up. So, this outfit is amazing now. A white hood covers half of Rafayel's face as he steps through the light and onto the Sanitus bench. He slightly tilts his head to glance at me. I happen to meet his gaze. His indifference doesn't carry scrutiny, yet on me it weighs heavy like a mountain. I remain seated and make no effort to rise. He says nothing and sits next to me.
This place is remote and hardly pleasant. I thought the Empress wouldn't grace us with her presence.
As the Cosmic Empire's Empress, judging the guilty former monarch is also my duty. Rafayel says nothing. He taps the edge of his chair and the man standing in the corner, who is moving my dialogue on, straightens his collar. Whew! And so the trial begins.
As the Stellar Ocean watches us, our faith in them remains unwavering. In accordance to the Stellar Ocean's current incarnation, the Sanctarch, I, the presiding judge appointed by his quintessence, shall sentence Lysander, the former emperor of the Empire. Lysander incited interstellar warfare to satisfy his personal desires and misused Estispith. He is no longer worthy of the noble throne.
Off with his head! No, I'm joking. I'm not the Queen of Hearts.
Therefore, Lysander shall be exiled to a black hole, and no one will be sent to retrieve him.
Okay, well that was a bit more extreme than I was expecting.
Representatives of the Empire, do you agree with this judgment?
In the Allure Galaxy, the Cosmic Empire may command all visible authority. But the Sanitide Court controls the unseen and foundation of faith, manipulating the very heartbeat of the Empire from the shadows. Ever since Raphael became Santark, the Sanatide Court's power has expanded, to the point that it temporarily crippled the Empire's development. Even though my reign as Empress hasn't been legitimized yet, facing the former Emperor's execution, I'm nothing more than a bystander. I do not agree, or I agree. Well, I'm going to assume that I do not agree is the bad ending, so we're going to do that one first. The Empire can't be a subordinate to the Sanatide Court forever. Concessions will only encourage him to push for more. I do not agree. Lysander's punishment should be decided by the Empire. The Sanatide Court has no right to interfere. All is quiet in the chapel. Raphael looks at me, his gaze not revealing the seriousness I expected. Rather, there's a hint of intrigue. The Sanatide Court members immediately rise and surround me and my attendants. But Raphael raises his hand. He's signaling them to stand down.
Since Her Majesty wishes to personally judge Lysander, I can make concessions.
Oh wait, did I pick the
However, as the Sanctarch, I need to act on behalf of the Sanktide Court's interests if the Empress decides to take Lysander away.
Understanding Raphael's warning, I remain resolved in making my choice. Okay, I think I did get the right one. I still remember the sunlight on the day I left the chapel. Resisting the Sanatide Court was easier than I imagined, but making the choice wasn't difficult. The real challenge lay in the consequences. I used all my resources in an effort to find the Sanatide Court's weakness, or rather, Raphael's weaknesses. I set my sights on Raphael's home planet, Mura. That's where Aspith, the most important resource to the Empire, was located. Yes, I got the bad ending? Okay, cool. When I attempted to control it, the Sanatide Court immediately declared war against the Empire. This protracted conflict consumed nearly half of my life. Unfortunately, what I learned during that time happened while I was also trapped in the depths of the chapel. Sometimes I wonder if things would have been different. Assuming the Sanctart and I stayed in contact, maybe I would have gotten the chance to sit down and talk with him. But the wheel of history only moves forward. Even though I'm someone caught up in its momentum, I will still do my best to fulfill my duty as an Empress. Well, shit. Okay. Right. That's obviously the bad ending. Of course we're going to go for the right ending, because I want to kiss the fish, so I'll be right back. Jesus. We gotta get back to where we were again. Okay, right, so we're back at the choice. Obviously, we do not agree that leads to the bad ending, so we're going to agree. We're going to be good girls here, and boys. I'm not going to judge if you're either or if you identify as something else. To ask me in such a pretentious manner. Do I even have the option to disagree? On behalf of the Empire, I agree. For thousands of years, the Stellar Ocean has continued to observe the most ancient, traditional methods for judgment. Scrolls are presented one after another to me and Raphael. I pick up the quill pen from the table. Chains clink softly as the previous Emperor raises his head. One crazed eye gleams under his dirty, matted golden curls.
I never thought I'd be judged by lunatics and liars. Faith, gods, they're nothing but lies.
Excuse me?
And you, my young Empress, one day, you will become nothing but a rotting corpse in the chapel.
I mean, that's kind of how life and death works, mate. His gaze grows increasingly frenzied, but those words have drained the last ounce of his strength. The iron chains binding him are his only form of support. That's your fate, not mine. No longer paying attention to his shouts, I lower my gaze and sign my name on the scroll. Let me just, Mimberly, there you go.
Have you ever killed anyone, Your Majesty?
Not particularly. Ugh.
It was a joke. Once blood stains your clothes, it's difficult to remove. I happen to have something I want to show you. Follow me, please.
Raphael turns away. No, can't read that. What are you doing? Raphael turns away. I'm right behind him as we leave, and the former emperor's mad laughter and curses still echo throughout the chapel. But I don't look back. Raphael leads me to the garden at the end of the corridor. Next to a pristine fountain is a graceful sculpture embraced by the morning light.
The Empress's coronation ceremony requires a new statue. I believe an occasion this special shouldn't be left to others.
He lowers his head. Oh yeah. With one hand, he lifts my chin to make me look at him. I am picturing this in my head. And this is doing something to me. Especially after that secret
Many have told me
times.
that amongst all the royal heirs, you are the most special. But their words have yet to ring true.
Well, I can take you to the bedchamber and we can, confirm that theory. Fragmented light drifts through the garden. It's as brilliant as the palace was when I first met Rafayel. By the way, new update. Xavier and Rafayel card, uploaded it onto YouTube today. Like to go through the checks. Neither of them got age restricted by some black magic. On that day, Rafayel became the Sanctarch. As a royal heir, I stood in the Great Hall and looked at the young, handsome Sanctarch. He stood under the dome painting that depicted the stellar ocean. Many have told me that the Sanctarch is skilled in the arts. But this sculpture, the eyes are too narrow and the lips are too thin. It doesn't look like me at all. With an almost insolvent gaze, I examine Raphael's face, and then I turn around and pick up the carving knife that was set aside. I'll carve it myself.
You could say I've seen far too many statues of people.
Raphael grips my hand and guides it to carve the statue's face. His grip is firm and unyielding. I feel as if I'm being controlled like a puppet. When I glance to the side, I notice the indifference in Raphael's gaze. I'm at a distance where I can hear him breathe.
They were just monarchs, but they believed that once they were enshrined, they would be immortal like gods. I delivered statue after statue. I didn't have the time to properly appreciate them, since I would already be carving the next one.
Raphael gently brushes away the dust from the statue's face with his fingertips.
How long do you think yours will be displayed in the Great Hall?
If we're actually counting, then the Sanctarch must have quite a few sculptures. The faithful dedicated them to your quintessence, after all. But when people kneel before your statues, are they praying or readying themselves to be punished for their sins? The Sanctite Court is nothing more than a symbol. To me, it doesn't matter who leads it. You only need to do your duties well. As for the other matters, it's possible that they're beyond the Sanctite Court's jurisdiction.
Long live the Sanctarch! Long live the Sanctarch!
Why is it every single card he's got some sort of god authority? The commotion outside the chapel reverberates at an inopportune moment, where words now seem hollow and empty.
It's time. Would you like to accompany me to see those followers?
Irritated, I pull my hand from Raphael's grasp. That won't be necessary. You've done so much today, your quintessence. It's time for you to rest. Goddamn. Hey, buddy! There's the Lokis. Hi! Hello, my little one. He's the baby. The starship is docked on the top floor at the chapel. As I prepare to leave, I look down at the bustling crowd. That splash of colour belonging to Raphael is like a spark that fell into a wasteland. As soon as he steps out, a crowd bathed in dimness surrounds him. Only a gust is needed to ignite the flame of conflict. When that happens, I will be subjected and reduced to a chapter in cosmic history under Raphael. I must stop the Sanctite Court from expanding. Raphael will be my starting point. Oh no! Hold on!
They say the Sanctarch has 10 different souls. No one can truly kill his quintessence.
Okay, so we have a problem. So I've run out of computer space again. and it's not letting me change where it's going to, and I don't understand where... Oh, I understand what's happened. Loki knocked down the thing, so it disconnected the connection. No! See? Like, little shit. I'm going to kill you. No, I'm not going to kill him. I love him. But he's a pain in the ass. Look at him. Look at the baby. You guys get your 3 points. I thought my Windows was giving an information. Loki, how could you? He wanted mummy to give him attention. Right, hold on. Right, okay. So, there's my hard drive. Okay, right. Loki knocked over the drive and it disconnected the recording. But don't worry, it's now fixed. So we're back on track. Oh, I better not have any more fucking problems today. Right, let's replay this voice line for those who missed it.
They say the Sanctarch has 10 different souls. No one can truly kill his quintessence.
Excuse me?
Those who anger the Sanctarch shall be punished by the Stellar Ocean before dying under mysterious circumstances. I heard that his quintessence opens a third eye while sleeping and feeds on human brain matter for sustenance.
Enough! In order to understand who Rafayel actually is, I summoned ministers who have contacted him, but I only hear absurd, useless information in the court. I need to silence everyone. They say this. I've heard that. Since when did you start believing in nonsense?
Your Majesty, I think we should focus on Muria. It's a planet controlled by the Sanctide Court.
The strategist, a minister whose duty is to predict the course of events as they unfold and offer me counsel, steps forward.
In the past, the former Emperor promised that he'd hand over Muria to the Sanctarch. It was an attempt to appease the Sanctide Court because of their relentless pressure on the Empire.
The council, yeah, literally the council are here.
Muria is the Sanctarch's home planet. His quintessence lived there as a child. Moreover, Muria possesses an energy source that's extremely important to the Empire, Astaspith. Ever since the Sanctide Court took control of Muria, they have restricted the Empire's Astaspith extraction and mining operations.
Astaspith. We are everywhere. The Empire's technological research and weapons manufacturing use Astaspith, if that's how you pronounce it. But only Muria's oceans can produce it. There are alternative energy sources, but in the Sanctide Court's actions are equivalent to strangling half of the Empire's lifeline. Rafayel made a brilliant strategic move. The Sanctarch possesses a supernatural ability that lets him to control others. The former Emperor once told me about it. He theorized that Astaspith could affect the human body and bring forth tremendous power. That's why the Sanctarch can use such a skill. Is Rafayel obstructing the Empire's mining operations because Astaspith is extremely important to him? Maybe it's just sorry, I'm cold. I'm doing up my hoodie because I'm freezing, and no, you're not going to see my boobs. Sorry, hate to disappoint everybody here. Maybe it's just as Lysander suspected. Astaspith is the source of his supernatural power. Seeing my train of thought, the strategist provides me with additional information.
This year's Tide Prayer is approaching, and we reviewed several records. Every year on that day, the Sanctarch returns to Muria.
No boobs, no views. Oh, no. It's cold in my office, okay? He goes to that distant planet from the Allure Galaxy just because of Tide Prayer? Grabbing a possible lead from countless thoughts, I pause, and then I stand up. It seems the connection between the Sanctarch, Muria, and Astaspith is not a small matter. Why don't we investigate this further? Rafayel denied us boobs, now Mim denies us boobs. Can't have shit in this economy. Love it. Prepare a starship. Its destination is Muria. Maybe if you girls behave, I will consider unzipping a bit later on. The grey-blue grass acts like the eyelids of the deep sea. It slowly peels away the veneer. A planet silently emerges from the stellar ocean. Its name is Muria. The starship slowly descends and passes through the frog belt at low altitude. Boundless seawater fills our vision. No. Loki is scratching the wardrobe. I may have to get a husband to come and grab him. The starship, I read that, neither blue, pure blue, or black like stagnant water. It's a metallic rust-like grey that surrounds the remaining remnants of land. Behave when that fish is on the screen, are you crazy? Yes. As the starship descends through the sea mist, the outline of a small town emerges. Today is Tide Prayer. People dressed in light-coloured robes are gathered in the small square. The Sanctart leads their quiet prayers. I adjust the mask on my face, wrap my cloak more tightly around me, and follow the crowd to the centre of the square. Loki? Stop. No. There he is. The morning light falls lovingly upon Rafayel like gold gauze draped over an exquisite divine statue. A large hood covers his face as he bestows blessings upon the people who are here for morning prayers.
The radiance shall accompany Muria and all who look up to it forevermore.
During the recitation, I'm only a few persons away from Rafayel. Rafayel raises his head. His serene gaze is akin to a floating bubble, as it seemingly drifts and lands on me. Curses, he didn't recognize me, right? I quickly lower my head, but all I see is the crowd slowly parting. A hand is extended before me.
One must first acknowledge their sins to find deliverance. Tell me, my lady, what is your sin?
I have a couple. Loki! No! Hold on, I'm gonna have to message the husband. Where is he? Hubby, please come collect the cat. He's scratching on the wardrobe and he does it when he wants attention. My sin... I have a few. I'm gonna be blunt. I am not an innocent girlie. I'm here to seek the Stellar Ocean's protection.
It is their duty.
He's being a little shit. He keeps, like...
The Stellar Ocean's radiance
baby.
shines upon all creatures. No matter who you are, you shall be watched by them.
Hello, husband. Hello, babe. Can I have a kiss? Thank you. He's a little shit. I finally got my kiss, girlies. I'm happy. The Stellar Ocean's radiance shines upon all creatures. No matter who you are, you shall be watched by them. Now, that's not bloody ominous. Rafayel lowers his gaze, and his unfamiliar, gentle gaze seems to have already pierced through my mask. He recognizes me. But watching? This feels more like a covert warning. He doesn't want me to act rashly. He is watching me.
All shall be protected by the Stellar Ocean.
Long live the Sanctite Court! Long live the Sanctart! Long live the Sanctite Court! Long live the Sanctart!
My posture is almost stiff, and I'm unable to ignore a certain sensation. Rafayel is pressing a small steel dagger against my back.
So the Empress has decided to attend Tide Prayer. Why didn't you tell me in advance, Your Majesty?
Do you want me to answer that?
Please head back. Muria isn't a safe planet. It'd be most unfortunate if something bad were to happen.
His whispering after that secret time hit me different. The chanting lingers in the air. The prayers end and people surge forward. The pressure behind me eases. The crowd instantly engulfs me as my attendants return to my side. We've been discovered. Keep following him, but be more careful.
Your Majesty, the mining area was sealed off this morning. All the miners have been ordered by the Sanctide Court to withdraw. Last year's mining records show that the area was only sealed off during Tide Prayer, too.
I knew it. Tide Prayer was just Raphael's excuse to return to Muria. His real objective involves Atuswith. We'll stick to our original plan and go underwater. We'll look at the mining area and the sea.
Please reconsider, Your Majesty. We're unfamiliar with Muria's marine environment, and there are also tide whales.
God forbid. Tide whales are legendary sea beasts that are extremely dangerous. They can appear and disappear without a trace, and one is capable of destroying 2 or 3 submarines. The existence of tide whales has never been confirmed. Besides, something's not right. We can't let this lead go to waste. Ooh, pretty! The sunset's fiery red spills across the deck of the mining base. The steel floor reflects a metallic gleam. My attendants and I silently neutralize the stationed guards and decipher the submarine's access codes within the base. The submarine's light pierces through the dark ocean. I sit in the control room as we reach the mining area at a depth of about 3,000 meters.
Warning. Continuous anomalous fluctuations detected in the magnetic field ahead.
Navigate the area. Following the direction of the anomalies, the submarine descends. Slowly, the seawater is illuminated by a fluorescent blue light. I know it's because of the Atuswith. It melts into seawater and manifests as radiant blue specks of light. They float and shimmer with the currents. I've only seen extracted Atuswith before. I never expected it to be this bright. It can almost illuminate the entire ocean. Atuswith surrounds this submarine and it becomes increasingly brighter as I make out a clear, dark blue path of light. At the end of it lies a sunken, abandoned structure on the seabed. Move closer to get a closer look.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Well, that scene's looking a little bit familiar, isn't it? The submarine searches through this structure. After we pass several ornately carved stone pillars, our field of vision expands. This appears to be a garden. Throughout history, Muria has experienced many instances of submersion. This place must have been a city at one point. The submarine system indicates another light source has been detected. Masses of Atuswith appear. They swirl around a colourful cluster of coral. I slowly approach. The murky seawater becomes clear and reveals a sight I can hardly believe. Is that a person? The fluorescent blue ring of light softly illuminates his face. Even though I'm a considerable distance away, I still recognize him. It's Rafi. Oh, okay! I didn't expect him to be shirtless. Ah! Without his mask and robes, Rafayel no longer resembles a lofty sanctarch. He rests quietly in the coral as if he's in a peaceful slumber. Rafayel? Why is he here? Atuswith gathers around him and forms slender chains of energy. They pierce his body. Fluorescent blue light particles flow towards Rafayel as if they're delivering energy into him. Atuswith can be directly injected into the body and become usable energy. This will surely bring unimaginable power to the Empire. Oh, but there's the whale. Before my gaze moves away from the sight, torrential roars shake the seawater. The radar is sending out alarms. A massive tail sweeps over the submarine and a ferocious sea monster bursts through the darkness. The Empire submarine of the highest grade is destroyed, just like that. A tide whale? How is this possible? Oh, it's almost like the bloody person warned you about it, Mimberly. God damn it. In the violent impact, I fall into the ocean. Although technology allows me to breathe underwater, I feel pain. Rafayel is still there. In this critical moment, I don't have time to think about how he might be someone I'm supposed to kill. My instincts tell me to save him. The violent turbulence fails to wake Rafayel, so I grit my teeth, swim to his side, and grab his arm. But the Astuspith acts like vines that are growing from his body. They're resisting me. Flames soar towards the sky from the submarine's location. I'm running out of time. Desperate, I pull him back. When the submarine explodes, I can't read that, I tear Rafayel out of the coral formation, and the thunderous sound causes the seawater to churn. The sea monster's shadow looms over me, but I can't give in to fear. I use all my strength to swim upward. But the seawater's depths are too much. After swimming for God knows how long, I slowly become exhausted. My consciousness shatters, my body sinks, until a hand grabs hold of me. Rafayel? A suffocating sensation fills my chest. The water chokes me. Then I wake up. After coughing a few times, I finally recover from the dizziness. There's a stove where scattered pieces of firewood burn. A light is cast on the narrow room's damp floor and walls. And a box of emergency rations marked as fish is propped over a pile of firewood. And Raphael's shadow sways along with a fishy aroma. Is he still shirtless is the real question. No! Ruined opportunity! Rafayel? I didn't mistake him for someone else in the ocean. But where are we? How is he still...
Eat.
As he speaks, he tears open the package of fish and places the food on the ground. Are you in A thin, trembling kitten emerges from the corner and eats happily.
This is for cats. Are you a cat?
I thought you didn't like cats, Rafayel! Ignoring his teasing, I cautiously survey the area. Although the room is small, it has basic living facilities. Yet it looks somewhat old and displays signs of wear and tear. It's as if no one has been here for a long time. You got me out of the ocean. Where are we?
This is a temporary base that people used when they mined Astuspith. It was abandoned a long time ago. When we surfaced, this was the closest location. We'll be resting here for a while.
Raphael lowers his gaze and watches the cat lick the fish.
In any case, I just fished you out.
What about my attendants? I remove the locator from my waterproof cloak and open it. The signal sources marking my attendants have been disconnected. I hope nothing bad happened to them. Yeah, about that. Because I'm worried about my attendants' safety, I want to leave as quickly as possible. I don't think too deeply and pull open the heavy iron door. In the endless darkness, icy rainwater and wind hit me. I can't even open my eyes, even though I'm near the door. With no other choice, I close the door. Good job.
You're the one who got disconnected. This place is far away from Muria's main island. We have to wait for the storm to stop before we can leave. Your people are alive on the main island. Even if they could rescue you, it'd take at least a day.
So I have to stay here with him for now. Back inside the base, I check the mechanical blade hidden on my wrist as a precaution.
If I wanted to kill you, you'd already be dead.
Yeah, true. Being cautious never hurts. Ever since people started addressing me as Your Majesty, I've always had a weapon on hand. I've also heard the Sandtart experience some similar problems.
Heard? I thought you did a thorough investigation.
Even though Raphael exposed my purpose, I don't panic. He has countless people who can serve as informants, and this is his homeland. Finding out what we're doing would be a simple matter.
You're bolder than I imagined. I warned you, and yet you still chose to follow me here.
How else can a person uncover the most valuable of secrets if they don't venture into danger? It turns out the revered Sanctart has to absorb Astuspith to sustain himself. And Anti-Smith allows you to use those mystical arts, correct?
People who know too many secrets don't live long.
That is a threat. His words are threatening. Stop doing that. But Rafayel acts as though he's the one being threatened. The colour has drained from his face in the blink of an eye. Realising he's unwell, I cautiously sit up and move closer to observe his condition. Oh, he's a sick baby now. I'm not sure if I'm seeing things, but there seem to be faint blue specks of light on Rafayel's skin. As soon as I reach out to touch them, Rafayel grabs my wrist.
You've crossed the line, Your Majesty.
You gonna tell me off for it? He stares at me, and a streak of fluorescent blue light flashes in his eyes. It adopts a sharp edge. That fluorescent blue. Anti-Smith has the same exact colour. It seems my guess was correct. He's unwell. Perhaps it's because I interrupted him while he was absorbing energy? Puzzled by why I suddenly wanted to touch Rafayel, I retreat and pull my hand back. Don't misunderstand. I thought that if something were to happen to you here, the conflict between the Empire and the Sanctite Court would only escalate.
Assuming this conflict exists, why did you save me?
Yeah, that is a very good point, MC. Meridia was once under the Empire. In other words, you're also my subject. Can a ruler stand by and watch their subject die?
You're so kind.
Rafayel turns away, his breathing heavy. Hot air leaves his nose. I stand, walk to the table, and use the firelight to find the drinking water tank in the corner. After confirming it's clean, I take a small bowl and get water for Rafayel. Here, drink. He lifts his eyelids to glance at me, his expression somewhat perplexed. You did save me.
I just need to rest. I'm not dying.
Uh-huh. Meanwhile, Rafayel in the ebb and flow bond, he's dying. Despite saying that, Rafayel takes the bowl. He drinks the water, and I start to walk around the room. In one corner of the room, rust-covered machinery is piled up. At its center is an electronic display, its screen covered in dust. I gently touch the screen. Several words appear. Anti-Smith mining log. The first page is a record of sea monster sightings. You should never let your machinery get rusty. Hi, Raven! How are you doing? I didn't expect the tide. And now I've forgotten how to English. Fantastic. I didn't think the tide whales from legend actually existed. There you go. Mim can read a sentence again. Fantastic. Oh, hey, hey.
Any entities in those myths might be real.
Okay, you're a little bit close, my boy. I'm good, thank you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Raven. I hope you get your PC sorted. I'm so sorry about that, mate. I know it sucks. Because I had problems very recently. We've only just fixed it. It's in the repair place currently. Fingers crossed. Oh, right. At some point, Rafayel... Oh my god. Why is it as soon as people join chat, I can't fucking read? At some point, Rafayel had moved behind me. When I turn, I almost bump into his nose. Well, that's not my fault. His nose is bloody massive, isn't it? His pupils and skin have returned to normal, and the fluorescent blue marks have disappeared. Have I caused you problems again? You always cause me problems. I'm joking. Oh, dear. He's recovered, I suppose. According to those legends, the Sanctart eats raw meat, drinks blood, and sleeps with his eyes open. I didn't realise we were talking about Silas here, but judging by what I've seen today, that's not exactly accurate. Besides, the important things that do matter don't appear in the myths. We're close enough that I can hear him breathe. Okay. Raphael's gaze is no longer sharp. In fact, there's nonchalant laziness to it. Oh, God. Is Rafayel turning into a brat on us again? Because I swear to God, I am no brat tamer, alright? I don't vibe with that thing. I mean, I can be a brat, granted, but I can't saute brat out. I can try, but it's not going to go far. Oh, my God. Ah! Dialogue moving on, it's not fair. I clear my throat and step back, but in an attempt to create some distance between us, I knock over the receiver on the table. MC's fat ass knocking everything over again.
Generic temporary mining base's real-time weather report.
Real time?
At 2025, the 2-hour storm will gradually end in the Narek Sea.
Uh-huh.
With a visibility of less than 8 kilometers, the northern part of the ocean will face level 4 winds.
I'm stunned. Raphael takes the display from me, flips forward a few pages, and looks down.
Since your curiosity knows no bounds, I'll tell you a story.
Ooh, story time. Raphael tosses me the display and I catch it. The screen is still lit. It only has one line of text. This sea no longer looks like our home. Where else can I go?
Once upon a time, there was a thriving seaside city in Muria. It had an abundance of natural resources. In the vast cosmos, the planet remained undiscovered for a long time. The people lived peacefully. Years later, Muria was discovered. That was when the slaughter began. Before the technology for extracting Astaspith was fully developed, the few survivors were used as mining tools.
Raphael, why is it every myth that we have with you, the lore is super dark? And I'm not saying that to be sarcastic. For you being a cute little brassy boy, you are edgy, my lord. The strong prey on the weak. I would hope both of us understand that. If you weren't the last person, or English, if you aren't the person standing at the apex, then even survival itself becomes a luxury.
Isn't the tension between the Empire and the Sanctite Court also a form of survival of the fittest?
No. Raphael turns off the receiver, and the static in the air disappears. Is that why you want power? You don't want to be weak. You just refuse to be defeated in this race. Or rather, you want revenge against the people who harmed this place.
They've already paid the price. The execution of the former Emperor is one part of it.
Oh!
Opposing the Sanctite Court won't be beneficial.
Noticing the implication behind Raphael's words, I go to a blank page on the display and draw a few lines. The diagonal lines are eaves of a roof, and two small figures, I can't fucking read, and two small figures sit under them. The wavy line represent the burning wood. Everything matches our current surroundings. The present is the present. The future is another story. Since neither of us can go back, we might as well pretend you're not the Sanctart and I'm not the Sanctart. Oh my god. Sanctarch. And I'm not the Empress. We can at least try to be friendly. Raphael stares at my simple sketch and touches it. As if waking up from a dream, he sweeps his finger across it like he's cutting thin air. The drawing disappears.
Let's go.
To whence?
The rain has ceased. We'll visit the small islands around the temporary base. Maybe we can contact your attendants.
Yeah, because you know I'm an empress in this bitch. Outside, the sea's surface has calmed down. This is a small, low structure built from materials that won't easily erode from seawater. Waves crash against the jetty outside the base. Droplets land on my shoes. I follow Raphael on board the speedboat at the end of the jetty. The propeller spins, stirring up the seawater. The base's figure slowly recedes into the night. After travelling for some time, a narrow strip of land emerges from the mist. The town's lights twinkle, and the sea breeze carries distant, melodious, cheerful music. Music! We do like a bit of music. This place seems to be celebrating a festival. Streamers hang from buildings with neat, pointed roofs. The shops on both sides of the street glow with warm lights. Hi, Maddie! Raphael did say Muria was destroyed during an invasion, but the street before me shows no traces of disaster. Coming here from the silent, dilapidated temporary base, Makes me feel like I've traveled through time. The locator beeps twice and calls me back to reality. It indicates a connection has been restored, and I send my coordinates to my attendants.
Every year on the night of the Tide Prayer, they host a celebration.
A fragrant aroma wafts over. Raphael hands me a paper bowl filled with grilled fish.
Take it. This is the grilled fish I owe you.
Thank you. Despite expressing my gratitude, I hesitate for a moment. I don't know if I should accept it.
Once you're done eating, you should go.
What about you?
No one recognizing me is a rare occurrence. I want to stay for a bit.
Raphael looks relaxed, and it appears he does want to linger for such a simple reason. Cheerful music resounds in my ears. The carefree women wearing dark blue dress skirts step into a clearing that could hardly be called a square. They dance passionately, swinging their skirts, their reminiscent of fish swimming in the ocean. I pick up the fish. I taste its freshness and the flavor of being free from heavy responsibilities, something I rarely experience. What's the name of that dance?
It's not a specific dance. When the music plays, they move based on how they feel. Do you want to try?
I'm not fangirling, you are! Addressing the Empress by her first name. I pause. It's been many years since anyone addressed me as such. It's been so long that I had forgotten that being the Empress... it's simply a role. I need more coffee.
There's no such thing as empresses or sanctarchs here. I believe we're just two ordinary people.
Okay, Raphael. The corner of his mouth curls upward and I place my hand on his shoulder. Just so you're aware, I'm good at dancing.
Are you referring to the times you listened to solemn melodies in the palace? You only wore the appropriate poses and expressions. That can't be called dancing.
Raphael supports my waist with one hand. Using a firm grip, he pulls me closer. He leans down, seemingly immobilizing me in his embrace. His unyielding authority refuses to be resisted.
You can let me lead.
Guys, you know my brain by now. How do you think Mim's brain interpreted that for a second before I remembered the situation that we're in? I can't be trusted with any sort of sentence that could be taken into another context. I just can't be trusted. This is not right. Raphael, allow me to tell you a secret. This first sentence, hello? I'm not the obedient, docile person you think I am. Outside of the palace, I have other sides you've never seen before. So, I push Raphael away and immediately step forward. Without giving Raphael a chance to react, I take his hand. Pulling him toward me, I become the one who leads this dance. Our hands moves across each other's bodies in coordinates with the rhythm. Is that what we're doing now? We must look intimate at this moment.
I take back what I said about not seeing how you're special.
As the music gradually fades, Raphael catches me. I press the screen too quick. With those final notes resound, we lock eyes. Neither of us speaks until the voices around us erupt in excitement. Only then does the air seem to rush into the space between us.
Wait.
I realize that all the men who have been dancing are now bowing down to kiss the back of their partner's hands. But kissing the back of one's hand has another meaning in the Empire. During a monarch's coronation ceremony, the Sanctite Court's Sanctarch kisses the back of their hand as a gesture of approval and recognition. Even though this isn't a coronation, I try to pull away, but Raphael doesn't let me go.
Why are you worried? This is nothing more than a meaningless kiss given to a dance partner.
My heart pounds like a drum. I assume it's because I danced so passionately. I offer my hand to Rafayel, and his soft lips immediately touch the back of my hand. The sensation tingles as it ripples outward. He's got such a cute smile! I can't! Ah! For some reason, a thought appears in my mind. If there's anything that could commemorate these few seconds, it'd be his kiss. The locator on my cloak vibrates. My attendants are sending me a signal. When the device starts ringing, it means they found my location. They're on their way to take me back. My freedom has already come and gone. I feel a hint of regret.
Do you want to stay here?
No. A thought involuntarily arises in my mind. In the time I have left, what else can I do with Rafayel? My gaze falls on Rafayel, and I realize I shouldn't dwell on it. What I must do is wait for the moment when we part ways. Oh, MC, what's she planning? Following the crowd as it disperses, Rafayel and I walk along the street heading toward the coast. The sea wind stirs, and a chapel stands alone on the edge of a cliff.
Shall we wait there?
This also looks familiar. We push open the chapel's heavy doors and sit on the pews. The dim light before the statue envelops us. The silent, boundless sea surges under the moon. When the time comes, I'll see my attendants' arrival through the window. The chapel is vast, and the lights around us are faint. From the prayer room located in its depths, the intermittent voice of a devout person can be heard.
Oh, divine Stella Ocean, I love someone who cannot love me back. Our families are locked in a bitter conflict. We're destined for different paths, so we can't be together. Please forgive me for my sins. I fell in love with her. Please forgive me for my sins. I kissed her and touched her body. Please forgive me for being unable to suppress my love for her. Even now, I can't forget her.
The voice stops and the chapel falls silent, but his prayer lingers in my ears. They turn into thoughts I cannot ignore. How will the Sanctite Court deal with such a sin?
To love or not to love, neither is under the gods' dominion.
So being destined for different paths is utter nonsense? I look up. A blinding flash of lightning streaks across the sky and illuminates the chapel. It's going to rain soon. In that brief radiance, I look at Rafayel. He thinks falling in love with someone he shouldn't love is a sin, but maybe this was inevitable for him. The downpour starts. I can almost believe my heartbeat is the sound of the rainfall. Using the heavy rain to drown out my racing heart, I move an inch closer to Rafayel. In that quietness, Rafayel watches me for a long time. Then he gradually leans in, and our bodies are pressed. Wait! Our bodies are seemingly pressed together. I see my reflection in Rafayel's eyes right before our lips touch. Kissing in a storm. Yes, please. Perhaps he no longer sees an inexperienced empress. Rather, there's only a woman he still wants to be close to after stripping away every identity.
It's time. You should leave.
The locator continuously emits a sound as if it's reached the end of a countdown. Miria's climate is unstable. It's common for sudden downpours to come as quickly as they go. When I leave the chapel, the rain has ceased. On the holographic map, the spacecraft that's here to pick me up is descending nearby. Brushing away my windswept hair, I look at Rafayel as harsh light blazes behind me. I watch him move closer to the shore one step at a time. Worry clenches my heart. Rafayel, the sea has... Waves at least 1,000 feet high crash against the land behind him. He watches me from a distance.
I don't really want you dead anymore. Life actually feels interesting when you're the Empress.
A tide whale leaps out of the water, its massive shadow enveloping me and the spacecraft. Rafayel falls backward into the sea, and then a tide whale crashes into the ocean with a thunderous roar. I chase after them. Rafayel's figure stands on the departing sea creature as it leaves behind waves reminiscent of mountain ridges on the water surface. So Rafayel and the tide whale aren't enemies. That night in Myria feels dreamlike and eternal. It only visits me after the sun sets in those darkest hours. But the time in which I've woken up from that dream seemingly grows stronger. Sitting upon my throne, I calmly issue the order to form a blockade around Myria and discuss strategies related to the planet and Otome mining. As I expected, Rafayel would never allow the Empire to manipulate him like this. Several Imperial officers have died, and so a banquet called the Grand Unveiling has caught my eye. It's a grand event organized by Rafayel. Everyone in the Empire is vying for an invitation. Whew! We're back to business, huh?
The officials who attended it experienced an episode of madness after leaving. They squandered their wealth, destroyed their reputations, wrote countless bloody confession letters, and took their own lives at the doorsteps.
Why is Rafayel so angst?
I found this in their homes.
The minister hands me an envelope. Opening it, I find an invitation to the Grand Unveiling. It's from Rafayel.
The Sanctarch organized this banquet and invited the Empire's most powerful ministers who wielded real authority. Their wealth and reputation are secondary. What matters is the armies under their command.
The Sanctite Court can't match the Empire in military strength. They need troops to break through the blockade. First he used Tide Prayer as a pretense to absorb Otome, and now he's using banquets to gather forces so he can fight the Empire. Rafayel, you're using the same old tricks. A general standing in the Great Hall steps forward and presents a dagger in an ornate sheath.
Your Majesty, this is a dagger forged from Estespith. Please accept it for your protection. The Sancti Court shall inevitably challenge us someday. I hope you'll prioritize your safety.
I draw the dagger halfway. A fluorescent blue light shimmers on the sharp cold blade. Oh, the sound is very delayed, huh? Find out which invitations received find out which officials received invitations to the Grand Unveiling. I want a thorough investigation. Right, I'm gonna quickly just reconnect this because the audio is very delayed. One sec. Fixed, I think. Beautiful. In a few days, I'll visit the Sanctite Court's chapel to confirm the details of the coronation ceremony. Until then, don't act rashly. It doesn't matter what happens. They bow and acknowledge their orders. I look down and slide the dagger back into its sheath. Whew, I'm worried. Before the coronation ceremony, the Empire had already deployed troops to Myria. It was to control the Otome mining areas and set up extremely strict procedures. Authorization protocols have been set so that the Empire could start at any time. Otome had become a resource under the Empire's control. It can't fall into the Sanctite Court's hands. And just like that, these forceful measures shatter the superficial peace between the Empire and the Sanctite Court. People fighting over resources, how ironic. 1 month later, on the coronation eve. At night, everything is still in the Sanctite Court's chapel. I'm staying here with several attendants as I wait for tomorrow's coronation ceremony. I had expected the Sanctite Court to be troublesome, but surprisingly, everything has been going rather smoothly. It's just that the Sanctarch hasn't shown up once. Sus.
Your Majesty, this is your room.
I nod and remove my robe, but I'm confused as to why the maid is still standing in the doorway. Is there anything else? The maid remains silent, her forearm twitching as she pulls out a note from her pocket. Upon closer inspection, there seems to be fluorescent blue lights clinging to her skin. Rafayel? He's using his power to control her. Annoyed, I unfold the paper. Top floor, to the west, second to last room. Rafayel signed this. You're giving this to me now. What do you want to do? I subconsciously check the anti-spit dagger that's strapped to my thigh. After tomorrow, I will officially be the Empress, and Rafayel will be nothing more than a Sanctite Court Sanctarch. This is the last night that belongs to us. 2 people without any identities. I will attend this meeting. Of course she will, because she wants to get laid. Just saying. I swear, if there's spice in this. At midnight, everything is empty and silent in the chapel. The flickering candlelight illuminates the corridors. Reaching the location mentioned in the note, I push open the door. The starry sky enters my vision, and there's an airship beside the launch platform. Under the starlight, Rafayel stands quietly in front of it. Come on, let me see him. There he is. You contacted me in the middle of the night. Are you not going to tell me where we're headed?
So you wouldn't have come if I didn't tell you?
Oh. I'm speechless. The airship hatch slowly opens and I follow Rafayel into the cockpit. Sorry. I'm not bored of this, I'm just very tired. I had a long day at work today. Right. Ah!
You're not even...
The instruments glow dimly as he skillfully operates the various controls. The airship stirs up air. With a roar, it's launched into deep space.
You're not even worried about the possibility of me kidnapping you.
I mean, that is definitely one for us as his collection because...
Worried about the possibility of me kidnapping you.
On the night before the coronation, the Sanctart takes the Empress and runs away. It doesn't sound like kidnapping. It's almost like...
We're eloping?
I mean, you put the idea out there, not me. We're setting a personal vendetta. The passage grows narrower. I watch the coordinates blink as the navigation system shows that we're approaching the border. A realization dawns on me. Are you taking me to the Interstellar Fortress?
You're clever.
The Interstellar Fortress acts as a barrier. It's the Sentinel standing in front of Deepspace's forbidden zones. Beyond it, the area is filled with turbulence and debris. It's incredibly dangerous for flying spacecraft to navigate.
If you're scared, you can still change your mind.
Me? Nah. You're here. Why should I be afraid? Even so, I immediately check the safety equipment inside the spacecraft.
Don't worry. I'll bring you back safely so others won't think we actually eloped.
Oh, would that be so terrible? Really? The rapidly spinning propellers don't... Oh my god, I can't English. Disperse the dark-colored mist. Several towers rising toward deep space stand guard over the safety barrier along the perimeter. Oh my god. Sorry guys, I got a cold coming, so I'm getting like bung in my nose. And it's affecting my voice and I can hear it. It's annoying. The airship enters the departure zone. Several beams of light streak across the sky, and the almost transparent barrier opens up on both sides. The vast cosmos unfolds before us. In the distance, blinding light pulsates like a series of detonations. Another neutron star has exploded somewhere far away.
You've seen meteoroids explode in space?
When I was young, I was kidnapped because of my status as the crown princess. They took me and fled. Since they chose to only use hidden interstellar routes, I saw it once during the journey.
I thought you were well protected since childhood.
Nah. It's because danger was always lurking. Special protection was par for the course.
So what happened?
I finished them off personally.
You must repay any grudge, huh? In a way, you're just like me. Sit tight.
I'm sat. He activates the airship's defense mechanisms. The vessel's speed suddenly surges and I'm forcefully pressed back into my seat. Meteoroids of all sizes form a narrow tunnel. We weave through the bizarre, otherworldly scenery. What? Right. For the record, I did put 2 shots of espresso in this. It's obviously not done anything. The instrument panel reflects Rafayel's calm expression. Amid the violent turbulence, he pilots the airship and breaks free from this obstacle-filled galaxy. The vessel escapes the torrent and enters an ocean of stars. What is this place? It's as if we've fallen into a pool of water under the setting sun. A purplish-red nebula forms 2 wings against the cosmic canvas. It's like a dancing butterfly.
The Butterfly Nebula is the result of 2 meteoroids colliding. It's hidden behind the turbulence, and it's impossible to see unless you pass through the chaos.
And that's what you wanted to show us.
Tomorrow is your coronation ceremony. I think you should have a good gift.
I am the gift. I turn my head towards Rafayel. Because I looked at a nebula for so long, the colours belonging to that ocean of stars gently veil my eyes. In my vision, Rafayel was also tinted with those hues. The sight becomes a memory related to this night. It's more beautiful than when I saw it as a child. Thank you. At this moment, I seemingly have gained the freedom to be honest with my feelings. I envy those 2 meteoroids. One of them collided with the other. They couldn't escape their fates, yet in the process they became a rare, beautiful spectacle.
They've been shattered, broken into little pieces. Is being envious of that worthwhile? I won't accept such an outcome, and I don't believe in fate either. I believe wherever my choices lead me shall be my fate.
Am I the choice? Before I can fully process what's happening, Rafayel leans towards me. His palm, clad in his searing warmth, is pressed against my thigh over my clothing. Intimate, yet methodical, his hand moves up high 1/2 inch. My heart skips a beat. Rafayel touches my dagger.
You know I won't start a war in Muria, so you set up a blockade around the Astaspith mining areas.
You figured it out.
Many have sat on that imperial throne. I thought you'd be the same as them.
I mean, I know I'm a special character. In the dimly lit cockpit, our breaths mingle as Rafayel moves closer. I can feel his gaze on me. Judging by his expression, I realize he's aware that I bought a dagger. He also knows where it is.
You're not the first ruler who wanted to kill me. But you're the first to call me by my name, and the first one to dance with me.
He pushes my robe aside, but what touches me isn't Rafayel's hand. It's a cold glass bottle. He tucks it under my thigh strap. The item sits next to my dagger.
I found an interesting bauble. When 2 people drink this potion, they will form an unbreakable connection. They will share each other's joy, pain, and death.
Is this a marriage proposal?
It's not love per se, but it's almost like it.
My brain is going to the wrong place again, people. Rafayel's gentle gaze floats and settles on my lips.
You can choose the dagger or the potion.
Okay, so I don't want to kill him because he's too pretty. Oh, a dilemma. We either stab him or we marry him. Oh, what are we going to choose? The distance between us is no bigger than a hair. We stare at each other and share a look that's impossible to decipher, to surrender to. In that daze, my memories of our time in that chapel in Myria return. Our breaths intermingled as we were almost pressed up against each other. But that was merely a momentary lapse of judgment. I should erase it from my mind. Rafayel, I want to secure my position as Empress. The choice that I'll make is one you don't want to hear. Apti Smith is already under the Empire's control. I now possess a weapon capable of threatening the Sanctite Court and Rafayel. When victory is within me, choosing love would be absurd. Oh no, now he looks sad! No! Rafayel averts his gaze and moves back to an appropriate distance between us. The airship is restarted. MC is so mean, she literally is. I mean, the thing is, you have to understand, MC is an emperor. She's got to do what's best for her people. But at the same time, I would have melted right there and then. I'm going to be blunt. I'd be a shit roller. The airship is restarted. It stirs up the dust that quietly floats in deep space. I steady myself. But as Rafayel pilots the airship to leave, I can't help but look back. The magnificent butterfly remains as if it will never change. We who witnessed it, however, shall return to turbulent currents. I don't like this. Sunlight passes through the opening at the top of the dome and falls onto the sacred chapel where the coronation ceremony is held. Under everyone's watchful gaze, I stand before the stained glass window. Wearing my robes for the coronation ceremony, I look at the sculpture that belongs to me. The chapel bells ring as scheduled, but the Sanctarch has yet to appear. There's no need to wait for his quintessence. Proceed with the ceremony. After an oath is sworn, the Sanctarch places the crown upon the monarch's head. It symbolizes Sanctarch's court of approval of local authority, or royal authority. Rafayel isn't here, so I don't intend to continue following this precedent.
Your Majesty.
The attendant by my side wears a solemn expression.
We just received word that the Sanctite Court has attacked the Empire's forces in Muria. They're currently engaged in combat.
That fucker. I anticipated this, but my heart still sinks when I hear the news.
His quintessence, the Sanctarch, has arrived.
The officiant immediately bows his head as a form of salutation. Oh god, he looks pissed. Meanwhile, I look at the gates. A stern expression is on my face. Sanctite Court members surround Rafayel as he enters. Today he wears the most ceremonial, solemn attire that belongs only to the Sanctarch. The Sanctarch must think that the process of presenting the crown to the Empress is unimportant. His quintessence has only arrived now, after all. It just so happens that I share the same sentiments. Since the Empress rules over the Empire, it's natural for the Sanctite Court to not interfere. Everyone understands the meaning behind my words. The Empress doesn't need the Sanctite Court's recognition. The Imperial soldiers on standby place their hands on their swords in unison. The Sanctite Court members assume the same stance and the atmosphere becomes tense. Rafayel, at the center of everyone's attention, raises his hand slightly. The court members lower their weapons.
If there is no crown, then there is no sovereignty. Surely Her Majesty has no intention of ignoring history.
He has a way with words, I must say. Perhaps my actions will set the next precedent. Rafayel extends his hand towards me. It's an invitation to start the ceremony where he would kiss the back of my hand. I don't move. Rafayel watches me, his expression calm. A streak of fluorescent blue light flashes across his eyes. No! Oh, you son of a bitch. Rafayel's gaze controls my movements. My consciousness shatters for a moment and I watch myself place my hand into his palm. He's using his power to control me! Oh my god. He bows slightly and places a warm, gentle kiss on the back of my hand. I can only look at him. The person before me is strange and familiar. His kiss on the back of my hand overlaps with the memories of our time in Muria. Mimby and Rafayel's time has ended. All that remains is the Empress and the Sanctarch.
On behalf of the Sanctite Court, I shall bless the new Empress. The Sanctite Court shall continue to work with the Empire to establish legitimacy in the Alor Galaxy.
Even though you just attacked my people, Rafayel, are you taking the mick? The fluorescent blue glow in Rafayel's eyes fade and I pull my hand away. I've also been waiting for this day. For a long time. MC, oh my god, he's controlling me. Mim melts after the kiss noise. Shut up. don't expose me. His pose is almost imperceptible. He takes the crown and places it on my head.
Allow me to send a congratulatory gift. I would like to formally invite the Cosmic Empire's Empress to the grand unveiling banquet.
Oh, shit. I suppress my surprise as every gaze in the room falls upon me and Rafayel. Those unaware of the truth might think Rafayel is extending an olive branch towards the Empire. But I know this is a trap I simply can't refuse. Well, unveiling can mean multiple things, people. Let's not get too excited. Once the ceremony has ended, the statue of me returns to the palace.
Your Majesty, where would you like to place your sculpture?
At the biggest part of the room. The sunset glow filters through the windows on both sides of the courtyard. Like gauze, it covers the statue's face. I trace her eyes with my fingers and wonder how long it took for Rafayel to carve this. I don't want the sculpture. I draw the dagger meant for Rafayel from my thigh strap and viciously stab the statue. The stone cracks from where the blade was plunged. Tiny fragments tumble down. Destroy it. I pull the dagger out and use more force compared to when I stabbed the statue. Well, bloody just MC being a little bit rudy, you know? Battles have raged on in Muria for months. Daily battle reports flood in like snowflakes. The Sanctite Court has controlled Muria for a long time, and their familiarity with the oceanic planet's terrain compensates for their inferior troops. The Empire's advance is exceptionally slow. Igniting a war is merely a politic choice. Killing 1,000 enemies means losing 800 of our own. Given the current circumstances, the best solution is to kill Rafayel. I just smacked my hand on my phone. That kind of hurt. Ow. At first, I'm reluctant about the banquet. But after some careful consideration, this seems to be the perfect opportunity. I shall use this chance to figure out what Rafayel intends to accomplish with this death banquet. So I attend the event. Whew. The spaceship hosting the banquet floats quietly in the cosmos. My forces remain hidden nearby to provide support at a moment's notice. Unlike ordinary spaceships, this vessel has been divided into banquet halls of various sizes. Its interior possesses luxurious decorations. The banquet corridor is seemingly endless. The Sanctite Court's members walk ahead and lead me into the banquet hall located at the spaceship's innermost depths.
His quintessence is waiting for you inside.
Oh, of course he is! Inside, there's only one lit lamp across the center of the long table. Along the dark red curtains, shadows dance with the swaying candlelight. Rafayel sits on one side of the long table. Next to him is a wine glass that's half full. It's as if he's been waiting for quite some time. He was waiting for his wife, girlies! The supposedly dreadful grand unveiling banquet is drinking with the Sanctarch.
I wouldn't say it's the grand unveiling banquet. I prefer to think of it as a private invitation.
Oh God.
Everyone who has been invited to attend must first demonstrate their loyalty to the Sanctite Court. You're the only exception.
But the guests are people from the Empire. Rafayel raises his hand slightly and the red curtains beside the table are opened. Beyond the glass, a statue of the stellar ocean stands in the center of another dimly lit banquet hall. Boxes of gold, silver and jewels lie at the foot of the statue, their scattered reflections fragmenting solemn lines until they're barely recognizable. Some imperial ministers are devoutly reciting prayers before the statue.
I didn't force them to do anything. I told them to attend the banquet and offer their most prized possessions. Then, they can gain the Sanctite Court's favor. Once the war in Muria ends, they can become members of the Sanctite Court.
Excuse me?
They'll possess a status that's far more superior to an imperial citizen's. The people of the Empire might revere them.
Oh, this son of a bitch!
They suspected that I had killed quite a few attendees here. Yet, when it comes to the taste of power, they were willing to betray their country.
Okay. Rafayel walks up to the glass and looks at the people on the other side. He seemingly enjoys their greedy behavior. You keep the useful ones who happen to hold high positions in the Empire, convert them to your cause, and use them to undermine the Empire's rule. You extort riches from those who aren't useful to you. Your tactics are more ruthless than actual warfare. He turns, picks up a wine glass, and hands it to me.
Since this is a banquet, let's have a drink first.
I ignore the glass and don't look at him.
Constantly targeting each other will only ensure mutual destruction, but we can change our approach.
Huh?
For example, we can cooperate.
Bitch, you're stealing my people and you want me to cooperate? The Sanctide Court controls Atuspith. Cooperation will be difficult when there's a conflict of interest. As soon as I turn to leave, an irresistible force controls me. A fluorescent blue rises in Rafayel's pupils. Oh, God. Canon, he uses this ability during intimacy. Just saying. You... My people are outside, Rafayel.
No one wants to see a fight to the death. If anything, I'm your best choice. My sincerity is eliminating traitors in their quest for power. Do you actually need those who forsake the Empire for small favors?
I mean... I watch myself pick up the glass. I drain it in one go. Everything seemingly becomes hazy. I can't even clearly see what's in front of me. It was the potion, wasn't it? There was something in the wine? Where are you taking me?
It'll be over soon.
Raph, please. No, do not do what I think you're doing. Oh, it's fucking kindled. Okay.
Welcome to my private domain.
Is he kind of being yandere right now?
Your Majesty.
I'm kind of into it. I'm not gonna lie. Stand. What did you do at the banquet?
The guests demanded miracles. They got what they wanted. Look. Imperial power stole their land, blood, and lives. They resisted. However, faith can make them willingly offer up those things.
Guys? Okay, I'm kind of into this. I'm not gonna lie. This is scaring me. Just break free of him. Don't forget, your faith was built upon my territory. You've witnessed my choice. You either submit to me or die by my blade.
Will my death benefit you? Killing me would be the worst choice.
Oh! What are you doing? I'm not gonna resist this. I'm leaving it.
Try it. I don't mind.
Did he hold on, I'm going to Lulu. Did he actually just stab himself? Did you, what? Huh? I am confused. Wait, I didn't mean to. Oh, you bastard. Use your power to trick me? Oh, no, okay, I'm sat. Oh, I did to that!
I let you see your own heart, didn't I?
Guy. You win. Tell me what you want.
To make me submit, you need more than power. Use yourself.
Excuse me? What do you mean? Take out the potion. He tricked her to see she really cared for him. I know. If you want me, then you have to give up yourself to me too. Oh, no hesitation! Are you kidding me? Nah, the close-up on the Adam's apple is crazy. Hold on a minute. First off, this visual is stunning, and I can't think straight. Ah! Oh!
From now on, you and I, together with our power,
I'm enjoying
conspirators.
Ah! Why can't anyone kiss me like that? I'm fine. I am perfectly normal. Ask Cade, damn. You expect me to be able to show Cade this and go, like this, please? Now, do I have embarrassed my mate? Wait a minute, was there a tongue, or did he actually give some of the potion to her as well before kissing? Oh shit. I'm gonna be honest, I was a bit distracted. I slept for a long time on Rafayel's private island. I read that as private parts, for fuck's sake. I dreamed that I was still floating and sinking in Miria's sea. Dazed, I felt a searing pain, as if my soul had been split in half. There was an emptiness within my body. I didn't want to float anymore. Yet as I struggled, my consciousness was slowly embraced. Even without opening my eyes, I knew it was Rafayel. He's the strangest person I've met, yet he's also the one I'm most familiar with. A part of himself warmly, tenderly fills me. Oh yeah. Our lives are intertwined. The Empire's Empress, the Sanctide Court's Sanctarch, those identities are cast aside. We're just simply Mimby and Rafayel. Oh my god. When I wake up, I feel like I've emerged from seawater. There's not a single ounce of strength left in my body. The morning light in the cosmos is more tranquil than the water's surface. It streams in through the portholes to quietly announce the dawn of arrival. Rafayel was holding me, and he relaxes his grip once he sees I'm awake. Am I wrong, or did he give her the potion in the wine before he stole her away? I'm not too sure, because it sounds like to me he did, because she basically fainted after. So I want to say what probably happened is that she drank enough of the potion in the wine to get the unconscious bit, and then he solidified it by drinking the potion himself and then kissing us, so we swallowed a bit of the potion from his mouth, which sounds really weird, but that's my theory. That's my theory. Rafayel is holding me, and he relaxes his grip once he sees I'm awake. I remember what you did to me when we were in that Miriam chapel. It's time. You were referring to that time that belonged to Rafayel and Mimby. I raised my hand, and my fingers caressed Rafayel's cheek. From that point on, you were no longer Rafayel to me. You were only the Sanctide Court's Sanctarch.
Actually, I was wondering if the time that belonged to Rafayel and you could last forever. So forget what I said. I didn't mean it.
Am I turning into a fish, girly? Is this what's happening? Am I turning into a crowfish? Because I was a snow crow, and now I don't know anymore. Ugh, I know I'm a crow something, but I don't know what I'm a crow of. Okay. Mim, calm down. Calm down. Rafayel lowers his gaze. Only now is he honest with his emotions. His words return to me. Maybe opponents who are evenly matched can be great conspirators. Great something else, too. Say needs to take out back shots again. Yes. The speedboat stops in the middle of the ocean. Rafayel holds my hand and he guides me to jump into the deep sea. We return to where I once discovered Rafayel. Atsuspith dressed like butterflies in the water. They sway with the current.
When I was little, I almost drowned. But that experience allowed me to discover the mysterious connection between my body and Astaspith. I can harness its energy to do some unexpected things.
Yeah, like mind control me. Rafayel closes his eyes and the Aptuspiff seems to have sensed his presence. They transform into slender conduits that channel energy into his body.
During tide prayer, the energy in my body is almost depleted, so I need to return to Muria's seas every year. I'll be slightly weaker than usual on that day.
Rafayel takes my hand and the Aptuspiff follows him to surround me. A cool sensation surges into my chest. I think I can feel the power you mentioned, Rafayel. I've absorbed the Aptuspiff. Does this mean I can control others? I give it a try. MC and I are on the same page here. I would have gone a little bit more extreme, but we'll take that. Rafayel, kiss me. Surprised for less than half a second, Rafayel understands I am stuttering. Smiling, he approaches me.
You can't test your newfound skill on me, even if I'm not being controlled by you.
He caresses my cheek, and then his lips are pressed against mine. They're the only warmth in this cold seawater.
I'd still do it.
God damn it! As Rafayel gently kisses me, I can sense the power that comes from Aptuspiff as well as our emotions. I think that if I stood on an open sea, mentioning love would be enough to make schools of fish surround me. They'd swim towards land. Mim is blushing? Shut up, you don't see anything. You see nothing here? God damn it. I had no intentions of using warfare as a long-term strategy. It's more like the result of countless causes. A choice one, must use because there's nothing else. But unfortunately it's not the end. Since I can't completely eliminate the Sanctide Core, I might as well take the olive branch that Rafayel extended. We'll step back and cooperate. This is the rational calculation and the outcome that I want. After discussing it with the ministers, the Empire and the Sanctide Core agreed to a ceasefire in Muria. You can't deny it, Mim. Shushed. Oh no. Chris clipped it! No! God damn it! In exchange, the Sanctide Core and the Empire fairly divided the mining rights for Attuspiff and clarified their respective interstellar authorities. For centuries, the power struggle between the Sanctide Core and the Empire has ebbed and flowed. Very good reference to the Bond there. But in this era, it has subsided temporarily. Love you. I love you too. Chris, you bitch. I'm on edge every time I hear this music because it means sexy time's usually about to happen. The nights in Muria are as lively as ever. The theatre's curtains are open and a brand new play is reaching its climax.
Starting today, you shall be my empress. I will honor you. You shall never be tainted when you receive my love.
Under the stage lights, the Sanctarch takes the hand of the Empress. When he tries to kiss the back of her hand, she avoids it.
Your promises are like that beach's sand. They'll disappear once the waves wash over them. How can I trust you?
Okay, this is not quite how it went down, but okay.
My dear Empress, you are my diamond in the deep sea. You're dazzling and precious. How could I possibly deceive you?
Finally, she is down bad enough to make her play more Rafa's cards. Oh, for fuck's sake. God damn it. You lot, I swear to God, I could give you 4 whole months of just Love and Deepspace content and you're still not gonna be happy. I'm joking, I'm joking.
You're talking to me about love? In your eyes, it's a trivial matter.
Oh, he loves her.
Yeah, that's me when I play. That's me when I just play any memory in this game, I swear. In the audience, everyone is moved. Their delicate silk handkerchiefs fail to contain the falling tears. However, the Empress pulls out a sharp dagger from under her beautiful yet heavy dress. She presses it against the throat of the Sanctarch.
I had a very long dream. In it, we held blades at each other's throats. We're like the moon and its reflection on the sea's surface. We can't escape each other, yet we'll always be separated, unable to be close.
Mother, aren't they in love? Why would they want to kill each other?
Because, well, if it's Silas and MC's relationship, that's just their trope. It's
You're
fight
still
flirting.
young. You don't understand that they must hate each other because of their circumstances.
It's been
but
so
they
long.
love each other because it's what they desire.
I'm good. I am very confused about my Love and Deepspace identity now because I've always said that I'm a snow crow. Then it started slowly turning to apple crow, and now I don't know what sort of crow I am. It's very confusing. The curious crowd frantically enters the theatre to witness the love and hatred between the Sanctarch Court Sanctarch and the Empire's Empress. When someone in Myria says the word love, the sea breeze carries their story. Ah! Guys, I don't know how I feel about that one. Right. It's okay, Mim, you can have a bit of all. Yeah, but I can't be a bit of all, because then I'm going to have trouble pulling for the cards, ain't I? Well, I already have problems with the cards, but you know what I mean. Oh, God, I'm going to be honest, that's definitely like, now check home, points a gun. No, I got plans tonight. God's sake. Right, but no, in all seriousness, I do want to address a couple of things.